hundreds of millions of dollars coming into that ecosystem. Where will that money go? And it's a great way to go ahead, buy things in the real world with your crypto if you like. Because remember, all these normie left curve low IQs are the ones who will come in at the end for you to dump on. And what I love to look out for to spot these bottoms is called the double bottom chart pattern. Now, the real problem that I see, the number one thing that none of you want to hear, admit, or accept that's stopping you from making crazy money in crypto is... Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. My name is Connor, and today I have a very special video for you. A full masterclass on how to make $1 million this crypto bull run, leaving no stones unturned. I'll be telling you my full 4-step proven strategy to go from exit liquidity to smart money. You'll learn the secrets to turn a few $1,000s into potentially 7 figures. So be sure you turn off all of your distractions and you lock in right now, because this is your last chance. Pay attention, it's time to get rich. So how to make $1 million this crypto bull run with my full 4-step strategy. Of course, nothing I say is financial advice. All this content is simply for educational purposes only. Now, this stuff really does work. Here are some examples of students in my private mastermind that have been following these 4 steps. And as a result, they have already made life-changing wealth. You can see Kylo the dog made 6 figures in under 1 week. 0xNXT, the best trade this bull run, made $100,000. Ed here made $30,000 from a trade. And Harry put $500 into one trade and he made $17,000. So this stuff actually does work. Pay attention, clear all of your distractions again, and lock in so that you can learn these strategies for yourself. I spent the last 5 years studying every chart, every pattern, tracking every smart money crypto investor. I've personally invested over $50,000 of my own money into mentorships, private groups, paid masterminds, all about crypto to try and crack this code. And guess what? I finally have cracked the code to getting rich in crypto with 4 easy to follow steps. And today I will be revealing this proven 4-step strategy that you can just plug and play to make 6 to 7 figures this bull run and ideally walk away with life-changing wealth. And I will be teaching this full proven system to you today 100% for free. But you do have to stick with me all the way until the end if you want all the sauce. Deal? Good. Awesome. But this, again, is your last chance right now. It's your last chance to make life-changing wealth from crypto. It's your last chance to finding these 100x gems. And it is your last chance to reach your full potential. It's also your last chance to live the life that you were meant to live. All of this could be yours, Anon. Now, why? Why is this your last chance? Because institutional money is here. BlackRock has just opened the floodgates. We have $100 billion that's going to flow into the Bitcoin spot ETF. And with the Ethereum spot ETF on the horizon, we are about to see the most parabolic bull run of all time. Just look at these inflows from the Bitcoin spot ETF. The red on the bottom is only grayscale selling. That selling has dried up. I'm expecting these inflows to start to look parabolic. Smart money is here. This time is different. Also, I have a free gift for everyone who stays until the end of this presentation. If you look at the portfolios that I published in September of 2023 inside of my free ebook that was given to everybody for 100% free, and you just follow my calls, follow the strategies there, the model portfolios, you would already be up 5x on your money. So today I will give you my new picks for 2024 at the end. So be sure to stick with me. Now here's what you're going to learn in the next 45 minutes. I'll be showing you my full 4-step plan to go from 6 to 7 figures this bull run. I will explain the pitfalls and the most common mistakes that I see. I will also explain the number 1 false assumption crypto newbies make that is totally holding them back, and how to sell near the top and cash out all of your crypto 100% tax-free if you are not a US citizen. That's important. Anyways, my promise to you today is how you can copy and paste the same formula to get 6 to 7 figures yourself, even if you're just starting out with less than $5,000 right now. Because my goal right now is to take my 6-figure portfolio and turn it into 7 figures this bull run with the same exact strategy that I'm teaching today. So you can just copy me if you'd like and implement the same exact strategy. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to follow what I'm doing? Who am I? I'm Connor from Crypto Empire. If you're new to the channel, welcome. The last bull run, like many of you, I made a lot of money, life-changing wealth, but I got rugged by Luna. I rode that bag all the way back down to zero. Big mistake. Anyway, since then, I've been studying everything to get all that money back, and I've managed to get my portfolio back to the high 6-figure levels again in the bear market, mind you, in the early stages of the bull run before this parabolic phase that I'm expecting soon. Who am I further? Well, I've been making content for over 3 years on YouTube. You can see I have almost 700 videos, and a lot of those are longer form videos with a lot of good content in them. So I've been a market participant in crypto for about 7 years. I bought the 2017 market top. So this is technically my 3rd crypto cycle. You can check out my channel. You'll see the interviews I have with some of the leading experts in crypto and all of my receipts as well. I'm an open book. Go check out the channel. So who will this strategy work for? It will work for anyone who wants to make generational wealth this cycle, and they want a professional, structured, proven plan this time around instead of just gambling, instead of just throwing darts blindfolded. Let me know if this sounds like you. You feel burned from last cycle because you either lost money or you watch everyone else get rich. You see everyone else getting rich on stupid meme coins. Meanwhile, you can barely get a 2x. And you told your friends, parents, or family to buy in, and they lost money too because of you. And the worst part of it all, even on the odd occasion you do catch a pump, you fail to realize profits, you get dumped on, and you ride it all the way back down to zero. Sound familiar? And this time you swore it would all be different. But genuine, serious question right now. How many of you became rich in the last bull run? You made more money than you ever had in your life, and then you rode it all the way back down to zero. Well, what's going to be different about it this time? Now, the real problem that I see, the number one thing that none of you want to hear, admit, or accept that's stopping you from making crazy money in crypto is, drum roll, that crypto is one big scam and 99% of everything is going to zero. And I know that might sound shocking coming from me. I've been in the market for 7 years. I've dedicated the last 5 years of my life to it, but it's what I have come to realize myself. Guess what? That coin you bought, it's not going to be the future of banking, finance, and it's not going to change the world. Sorry, XRP Army. I know the truth can hurt. And the world won't change overnight, and it certainly won't change unless the big banks, governments, and powers that be are already invested with their bags packed, because obviously they want to profit from it too. So all of this has only just started. BlackRock has only just entered into the chat. And guess what? This is because crypto is a giant player versus player game, where if you make money, it's because you took it from somebody else. So don't middle curve this. The middle curve guy right here. Meme coins are bad for the crypto industry. Do not be the middle curve zoomer, Anon. So this is how all of the alpha works. At the top of the totem pole, you have the VCs, you have the paid groups, you have the private masterminds. Below them, you have the smart money. These are the people that are friends with those at the top that get access to this information first. Below that, you have crypto Twitter. These people find out about this information. All this information is typically publicly available, but the people on crypto Twitter, the people on YouTube, they don't end up finding it out until much later. And then below them, you have the retail, aka the exit liquidity. And these are the people that end up buying Dogecoin after Elon Musk talks about it on Saturday Night Live for 75 cents. These are the people that typically buy the top. So here on this totem pole, you want to be as close to the top as possible. Now, I do have some bad news for you. Unless you have a system, a plan, and an edge, you will fail again. You need to have an edge in this marketplace, just like you did last cycle or the time before that, which is why 99% of you will leave this cycle with nothing. You'll ride your bags up, and then all of the smart money, like myself, my mastermind, all the other private groups out there, we're going to dump on you, and you'll have to wait another 4 years. So do not be the retail exit liquidity and make poor choices this time around. This is your very last chance to make this kind of money in such a short amount of time. Now, the good news today is once you make this shift and you understand the new way of crypto investing, you'll be able to spot these patterns and these trends in the market, and you can yourself consistently pick up 10x to 100x coins. You can make generational wealth and finally live a life of true freedom, and you can reach your full potential and finally prove everyone wrong that's been doubting you. So here is everything you need to know to succeed in this bull run and reach that life-changing 7-figure mark. So the 4-step overview. Step number 1 is the new way of crypto investing. Step number 2 is how to use the Elite 8 checklist to find 100x altcoins. Step number 3, how to be smart money and get in at the best time. Step 4 is how to exit towards the top and dump your bags on retail. Again, remember, retail here is the people that buy Dogecoin when Elon Musk chills it on Saturday Night Live. That's our definition of retail. And also a bonus, how to turn your crypto into cash tax-free, 100% legally. Now, if you are a US citizen, it won't work. You can't avoid paying taxes, but I do have something special if you are a US citizen, so stick with me. So step number 1, the old way versus the new way. The old way of investing, the stock market, it's all based on solid fundamentals. This is not stonks. This is not the stock market. All right, that's all trash. Throw it out of the window. It's all rubbish in crypto. The new way of investing, look at this chart of Dog Whiff Hat. From December 5th to the top that it put in at the end of March, it went up 48,000x. What are the fundamentals with Whiff? It's literally just a dog with a hat. It went up 48,000x in 5 months' time. Based off of what solid fundamentals? Remember, this is not the stock market. This is different now. So you have to understand one thing. Crypto is a big Ponzi pump and dump, where you're trading what they think will happen, not what actually will. In other words, you're trading narratives and you're trading attention. The reality is that most people are just gambling in crypto. You need to separate Bitcoin and everything else. Like Michael Saylor says, there is no second best. Nothing compares to Bitcoin. There's Bitcoin and everything else. So what I can guarantee is if you trade against people, they will always follow the same predictable patterns. Market psychology, human psychology. So this is a zero-sum PvP game. Remember, if you make money, it's because you took it from someone else. That's how markets work. So approach this bull run like a professional. All the people you see here on this slide, whether it's Mike Tyson, Tom Brady, Michael Phelps, Ronaldo, Messi, they are all competing against other people to become the best, to reach number 1. And they treat their jobs like a true professional, dedicating themselves to their sport, to their career, to be the best. So that's our job, to become the professional, dedicate ourselves to this, and ideally become the best. So create a plan, invest in yourself, and find a mentor who can help you avoid all the painful lessons. Step number 2, how to find 100x altcoins utilizing something I call the Elite 8 checklist. And stick around till the end. I'll show you where you can get a downloadable document of the Elite 8. Moving on. Elite 8 rule number 1. Is there new money entering? Remember, this is player versus player PvP. We can utilize tools like DeFi Llama and we can look at the total value locked. Something like Blast. The Blast ecosystem has seen hundreds of millions of dollars come in week after week since the start of March of 2024. The more money that comes in means that the more money there is to be extracted. Because when people bridge over to Blast, they will put that money somewhere. It's our job to identify that. So Elite 8 rule number 2, the narrative is what you're trading. You are not trading the fundamentals. So the narratives could be gaming, AI, the halving, ETFs, and all of these will be talked about on Twitter, on YouTube. Remember how the information is flowed. It starts at the top and it finds its way down the totem pole. So our job is to find the next narrative while it's still being talked about early, while most people haven't identified it just yet. That's our job. So how do we do that? Elite 8 rule number 3, think like a poker player. We want to think steps ahead. We want to follow a logical progression based on probabilities and patterns. For example, we were able to do this with Blast. Blast, again, layer 2 for Ethereum with native yield, first of its kind, created by Pac-Man Blur. He's the genius founder of the Blur marketplace that disrupted NFTs and took over OpenSea, totally beat all their metrics. All right, we were able to identify that Blast is an opportunity zone. And with that, we were able to spot Andy on Blast, which is a meme coin in the ecosystem. You can see here, I put out this post in the Crypto Empire Mastermind when Blast was a 2.74 mil market cap. It went up to about $50 million. We caught about a 20x on this one coin in a few short weeks. Right now it's sitting at a 20 mil market cap, still a really solid gain, again, in a few short weeks. How were we able to do this? Well, we knew that Blast was an emerging ecosystem with hundreds of millions of dollars coming into that ecosystem. Where will that money go? It will most likely go to one of the top memes on the chain. People like to speculate. They like to speculate on meme coins. So what we did, we identified one of the top memes on the chain early. When the price was down, it was being slept on. Nobody was paying attention to it. That's when we took our position. And then bam, it goes up 20x. The money needs to flow somewhere on the chain. So our job is to think like a poker player, think steps ahead, and think where it will go. And this is just one example here with Andy on Blast. Now, Elite 8 rule number 4. Can the team get attention? What do I mean by that? Well, attention on social media is key in this day and age. We live in the attention economy. Here's Whiff on the Las Vegas Sphere. Now, Ansem is one of the leading characters of crypto Twitter, and he's one of the original people in Dog Whiff Hat. And what he did was he essentially got involved in a fundraising campaign to put Whiff on the Las Vegas Sphere by raising $650K. Look at the metrics on these Twitter posts. Millions of views, tens of thousands of likes, thousands of retweets. This is attention. This is what moves markets in this day and age. Now, if we compare that to amazing teams who suck at marketing, for example, I'm going to use Luxo. Luxo, created by this guy on the left here, Fabian Vogel-Steller, one of the core developers of Ethereum. He sat right alongside Vitalik Buterin when they were creating Ethereum in the early days. He went on to create the Luxo blockchain. Technologically speaking, it's a very sound blockchain, but they cannot get any attention on social media. They're struggling. And also, the lady that he put in charge of marketing recently left the project, and she's being accused of taking millions of dollars with her, right? It's just a totally ugly situation because the team couldn't get any attention. And although the fundamentals were solid, remember, it's not the stock market anymore. They still a dumpster fire looking at the price chart right now. Maybe it comes back, who knows? But all I know is I would hate to be a Luxo holder at this point in time in the cycle with how the performance has gone. Elite 8 rule number 5. Is the coin a blue ocean? Well, what's a blue ocean? It means that it's an untapped market. Think of an ocean full of delicious fish and there's no sharks swimming around. Maybe there's one shark and it's eating plenty, right? But then all the other sharks start to find out about it and they attack all the fish and the ocean becomes a red, bloody mess. The opportunity isn't there anymore, all right? We want to be early in an untapped market. That's what a blue ocean is. So in other words, was the crypto asset first? Look at Bitcoin. It's the first truly scarce asset in history. You have Ethereum, the first smart contract platform that was actually usable. Then you have Solana. It's the first blockchain with 65,000 transactions per second, solving a lot of the scalability issues that Ethereum is faced with. All right, these are all first movers. These are all blue oceans. So Elite 8 rule number 6. How much supply of the token is there? Remember, tokenomics are very important. We don't want to buy the tokens that are created to make the VCs and the insiders, the friends of the VCs, rich. All right, so the main thing that gives something value is its supply and how this supply is distributed. Unless, of course, you're the Federal Reserve and you can just print money out of thin air, control interest rates, and control all the narratives about the money supply, stuff like that. Unless you're them, which you're not, well, remember, supply is going to be very important and how it's distributed. So Elite 8 rule number 7. Distribution to VCs, or was it a fair launch? Touching more on what we were just speaking about. So remember, VCs, I like to call them the world's biggest Jeets because now every single cycle for years, they've been making these utility coins with these unfair tokenomics, getting all the tokens for themselves dirt cheap, and then just selling them on retail all cycle long. All right. I'm a victim of the other side of this trade, getting dumped on by VCs. I'm sure many of you guys are as well. That's been the game, but things are definitely changing nowadays. So Elite 8, rule number 8. Is the token new? Has it already been through a cycle? This is very, very important. Let me explain why. Because new equals limitless potential. I've been saying now for a long time on the channel here that the new coins that have not experienced a bull market cycle before will most likely outperform the old coins that have already experienced a cycle, because they have too much dilution, too much bag holders, staking rewards, inflation, whatever. There's a lot of stuff holding back the old coins that have already seen a bull market before. The new ones have untapped potential. The new ones are typically where the blue ocean lies. Look at WIF's performance compared to Dogecoin's already so far this cycle. That will tell you everything you need to know. Now, I do have a bonus tip for you. The bonus tip is to show a meme coin to your friends, your normie friends, and ask them how they feel about it. So if they laugh, then it's probably going to pump at some point in the cycle. Because remember, all these normie left curve low IQs are the ones who will come in at the end for you to dump on. And remember here, the people, the normies, the retail, these are the people that think that it's a good idea to buy Dogecoin at the top Saturday Night Live at 70 cents. All right, that's our definition here of normies and retail. Step 3, how to be smart money and get in at the right time. So if you look at the portfolios that I published in the Mastermind around the 1st of May, it felt like at that time everything was all over and we were going to go much lower in the crypto market. But if you followed my strategy and my calls here and you went in, you'd already be up 40%. This is one of my model portfolios. You can see it increase from 10K up to $14,000 in about a week's time. So you need to have a plan. Having a plan is the biggest hack I can give you to curb your fear of missing out buying, acting out of your emotions. You need to develop a thesis and let that thesis play out. And if an asset does pass your checklist criteria, in my case, I use the Elite 8, then all you need to do from that point is identify your entry. How do we do that? With TA, or technical analysis. So let me show you some technical indicators that I use and I teach inside of the Mastermind to watch out for, to look for good entries. Usually we'll see Bitcoin pull back 20 to 30% in a bull run. That's a standard bull market pullback. And altcoins in that time frame will pull back 40 to 80%, more than Bitcoin typically. So buying on these dips is what you actually want to be doing. Or you can buy if there's a good chance the narrative will get mainstream adoption, or if the fundamentals look like they're going to improve, i.e. partnerships, maybe new influencers are getting on board, something to drive more attention to the project is the fundamentals I'm speaking about in this case. So it's time for some TA right now. Let's go over an example of identifying a solid entry on the charts. So here we have an example with Fetch.ai, one of the biggest AI coins in the crypto market. And one way I love to identify the bottoms is, of course, we want to see what Bitcoin is doing. In this case, Bitcoin was in its bear market, bottomed out at $15,500. It was sitting at around 20K. And what I love to look out for to spot these bottoms is called the double bottom chart pattern. You can see here with FET, you have our first bottom after a huge bear market move down, consolidate a bit, and then we put in a second bottom. And price typically will make a lower low. Right? Price is going down. And to most retail market participants, they see price going lower. They think it's all over, that this thing's going to zero. But I like to couple my double bottoms with the RSI tool, the relative strength index. What this allows me to do, it allows me to see if the trend is actually getting stronger despite price going down. This is called bullish divergence. So here with Fetch, yes, price made a double bottom and made a lower low. But if we actually look at the RSI, you can see how it's actually getting stronger with price going lower. What does that mean? It means that the trend is changing. It means that most likely the bearish trend is over. All right. And lo and behold, here on FET, this move down where most retail thought it was all over actually ended up being the generational bottom. It's up over 20x from that point. All right, here's an example of how TA really does work. And the double bottom here with bullish divergence is one of my best indicators to actually go ahead and spot these bottoms. Step number 4, how to get out close to the top and dump on retail. Remember our definition of retail today. It's very important. All of this is just unrealized paper gains until we actually realize the gains and turn them into fiat or BTC. I'm not exiting any of my positions in size until we see Bitcoin smash through its all-time high and put in a convincing new all-time high. However, I am taking profits in small chunks religiously on the way up as I do make good trades. Some market top signs. So first of all, look at the new users coming into crypto and really ask yourself, how many of them are normies? How many of them are retail by our definition? If it's all retail, it's a pretty good market top sign. Also, look at Coinbase in the App Store. Is it trending number 1? In previous cycles, when Coinbase was trending number 1, it was the top. So if you see Coinbase trending number 1, it's probably time to get the heck out. Also, evaluate the market sentiment. Because remember, at tops, the greed will be insane. You'll see the greed index peak out. If your Uber driver is asking you about crypto, if your barber is asking you about crypto, saying they need to make money with it, stuff like that, and you've never heard them talk about it before, this is greed. This is a market top signal. Some chart top signs, all right, using TA again. So at the top, the charts will look ridiculous, overextended to the right, parabolic. It's not that hard to spot a parabolic chart. They look ridiculous and extended. Also, the Bitcoin Newpool, it will be in the red, meaning that everyone is in profit. This means there's a massive imbalance and it's a massive market top signal, because when everyone's in profit, the pendulum is swung so far one way, it will swing back the other way. And usually price will drop. That's a market top sign. Also, the total market cap charts, we want to identify these. We want to use Fibonacci extension levels and find key levels in price discovery on these total market cap charts. And when these fib levels get hit, when these key prices get hit on the total market cap charts, it's a smart idea to be taking significant profits from the market. So it's time for some more TA. Let's go over an example of a market top signal. So here we have the total crypto market cap chart. This is everything in crypto. Right now it's at $2.334 trillion. What we're going to do here is we're going to identify the 2021 market cycle top, and we'll talk about how you could have actually identified this well ahead of time. Obviously, this is hindsight, but you can utilize these same tactics for this cycle. So what I like to do, again, is utilize Fibonacci extensions. How I do them is I go from bull market high, so in this case, we'll use the Bitcoin high at 20K from 2017, to bear market low. And with that, we get our Fibonacci extensions on the chart. Here you can see the 2.618 extension. It's right here at $2.5 trillion. Where did the market peak out in 2021? It peaked out exactly at $2.5 trillion. Okay? Now, price first hit this level, had a significant pullback, and then it went and made a higher high. What did I tell you the last time we did a TA example? Retail, everybody's screaming, oh, this thing's going way higher, Bitcoin's going to 100K. But if you look underneath the surface, if you look at the relative strength index, the RSI, it tells you that the trend is getting significantly weaker. Okay, you can see here in the first peak, the RSI was actually very overbought, sitting at around 77. And then at the second peak, even though the price went up to $69,000, the RSI was barely cracking 70. It put in a lower high. This tells us that the bulls are losing steam. The bears are taking over, and there's a major trend shift happening on the weekly higher time frames. Guess what? This was the top. So we want to pair key levels on the total market cap chart, Fibonacci extensions. We want to use the RSI and identify if there's bearish divergence playing out. We put all these together and we can use them to identify market tops. It's not a perfect science, but it's pretty damn accurate when it comes to identifying these tops. And it's something that you can definitely utilize this time around in 2024 to make sure that you don't get caught holding the bag all the way down. Now I have a bonus for you. I'm going to explain how to turn your crypto into cash and pay 0% tax legally. Quick note, this won't work if you're a US citizen, but if you are a US citizen, I do have something for you, so pay attention. Now, you need a clear strategy to get crypto off exchanges and into your bank account, or into hard assets, or even into Bitcoin without losing 40% of it to taxes. So this is what paying 0% tax looks like. And again, this will not work for US citizens and will require most of you to actually leave your home country so you are no longer a tax resident, even if you're not from the US. This is not necessarily easy, but it works. All right, so what you can do is you can set up an LLC in the USA. It's super easy. You can use a site like Busy. So this is going to act as a pass-through entity, and then you can use the number you get with the LLC. You're given it from the IRS. You can use this to open a bank account or multiple bank accounts in the US. Now from there, what you want to do is you want a KYC on exchanges like Coinbase or Kraken in the US, and then link the two up, your bank account and your exchange account, so that you can cash out and pay 0 taxes. Now listen, tax is almost always calculated based on where you have tax residency. So because the income is not generated in the US, because you're not a tax resident of the US, you won't be paying US taxes. Obviously, this won't work if you're a US citizen, US resident, all right? And without even saying, obviously, this is not tax advice. If you want concrete tax advice, contact your tax professional. Now, if you are a US citizen like myself, our options are much more limited. And in reality, the easiest way to do it is just to pay your taxes. I hate to break it to you, but it's hard to avoid US taxes. Now, if you really want to avoid your US taxes, what you will most likely have to do is give up your US citizenship and then move to a place like Dubai and become a permanent tax resident there. Or you can go to somewhere like Portugal, which has 0% crypto capital gains taxes. But everyone's situation is going to be different. I'm sure most people won't want to give up their US citizenship. So again, the easiest thing to do is just pay the taxes, right? And again, this is not financial or tax advice. Obviously, without saying, contact your tax professional for concrete tax advice. Now, something special for all the US citizens and really everyone else out there. So this is one of the best ways to use your crypto in real life. But let me be clear, this is not a way to avoid any taxes. And what this is, it's a website like bitrefill.com. And what it allows you to do is use your crypto for gift cards from the top stores, the top retail stores in the United States. You can get gift cards to Amazon. You can get Apple gift cards. You can get hotel.com gift cards, Airbnb. You can get prepaid Visa or MasterCards, Uber cards, Chipotle. You can buy plane tickets and go wherever you want in the world, all using crypto to get these gift cards. It works. And it's a great way to go ahead and buy things in the real world with your crypto if you like. Using something like Bitrefill, I like Bitrefill. It's worked great. I've never had any problems. I recommend checking it out if you've never heard of it before. All right, so let's do a little bit of a recap. Here's what you just learned. And I did make some huge promises at the start of this training. And if you followed along and you've taken notes, again, here's what you've learned so far. Number one, you learned the old way versus the new way of crypto investing. Number two, you learned the Elite 8 checklist and how to actually find these 100x altcoins. Number three, you learned how to be smart money and get the very best entry on the coins you found that pass your criteria. Number four, I showed you how to take profits and dump on retail. Again, remember our definition of retail in this presentation. And I also had the bonus for you, what 0% capital gains tax would look like legally. All right, so we went over quite a bit already so far, but it's not over. So again, clear your distractions and stick with me. Now remember, Olympic level athletes, they don't just show up on the day of the game or the competition and hope for the best. They have a clear plan, they have trained and trained hard, and they all have coaches. So approach this bull run like a professional. If you want to keep on making your subpar results, your $500 or $1,000 for the entire cycle, keep on doing what you're doing, keep on degenning, spraying, praying, hoping for the best. But if you actually want to get a professional level income, professional level results, all the people you see on the screen right now, they're the best at their craft because they treat their job like a professional. They train, they study, and they don't stop improving. That's why they're all making millions of dollars at the top of their competition. All these people are going against the best competition in the world, and they're winning. The crypto market is no different. It is very competitive. So unless you treat it like a professional, you won't get professional level results and make that coveted 7-figure mark that you're after, or high 6 figures, whatever you're personally after. Treat it like a professional if you actually want to hit it, or else you will most likely fall short again. It's very important. This is not an amateur game. It's a very competitive market. Okay, so how many of you feel like this right now? Totally overwhelmed, getting sprayed in the face with a hose, just too much to handle. Well, if you feel like this, it makes sense. Because I've packed down into 45 minutes something that has taken me over 5 years and over $50,000 of my own money to learn, not to mention the opportunity cost, all the costs in the market, my mistakes, equaling hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions at this point. It's taken me a lot to learn all of this, so it makes sense if you're feeling overwhelmed right now. But just know, this 4-step system actually works. I've personally taken a few grand, grown it into a 6-figure portfolio, and we haven't even seen the parabolic phase of the bull run yet. And even if you are a complete beginner, you can implement this proven 4-step system and see results like people in my mastermind already have, or see results that I myself already have. Here you can see Ed again, making $30K from one trade. Here you can see another member. He put $200 into something. It turned into $4,700. Here you can see another member, Man with a Plan, making $4,400 on a trade. You see 0x NXT again, 6 figures from one trade, the best trade of his bull run. And here you can see Kaleo as well, another member, $60,000 in profits. Doesn't stop there though. You have Kyle the dog here, 20K in a trade. Harry here, 17K in a trade. Obi-Wan got into Tau at $53. That has the potential to be a 100x entry at the parabolic phase of the cycle, but he's already made $3,500 from this one trade. Samuel right here managed to make 15.4K on a trade. Natty says through Connor's guidance via one-on-one calls, DMs, live stream, public and members only, Discord posts, whether that be calls or portfolio updates, he was able to recoup his losses plus a lot more in a short amount of time and 3x'd his portfolio. And also you can see Cola, he says joining this Discord is like a gift that keeps on giving over double again, $13,000 from a trade. This stuff works. Even a complete beginner can implement these strategies and see results like this. But unfortunately, the sad reality is you'll most likely just FOMO all your money into coins you see shilled on Twitter by influencers and be their exit liquidity like these shillers right here. Or even worse, you'll ride your bags up to life-changing wealth and then ride everything back down again, like 99% of people do. I've seen it happen, and trust me, it'll happen to you. It happened to me. It happens to basically everyone who's here to make money in the crypto market. And that includes you as well. You're not a special little unique snowflake. You're just like everybody else here. And again, greed is too powerful to be logical in moments when every day your portfolio is going up 2x to 3x like it is in the parabolic phase of the cycle. So now you have a decision to make. Do you take what you've learned here today and actually implement it? Or do you go back to your old way of crypto investing that fails 99% of the time? Which one do you want to be? The rich, successful version of yourself, or the loser who gets dumped on like Milton here on the right side of the screen? Because how is it that some people can come into this space and make life-changing wealth while 99% of people leave at a loss with less money than they came in with? Again, it comes down to who you are and how you act, how you think. I spent so much time, so much money trying to crack the code on why people are either exit liquidity or smart money. And I finally cracked that code, and it's come down to these 4 simple things. Exit liquidity has 0 plan. They trade on emotions. They do the opposite of what you're supposed to do because you're emotional. They try to save every penny. They're scared of fees. They're scared to bridge to a new chain because of the gas fee like Blast or Base where the opportunity lies. And also they try to do it all themselves. Why? Because they have an ego. They're sitting there in their basement, dipping cookies in their milk, spilling it all over their shirt like a slob with an ego thinking they can do it all themselves, that they're better than everybody else. And that's why ultimately they fail. The ego is really holding them back. Now, on the opposite of that, there's smart money. And again, it took me a lot of time and a lot of resources to figure out what the difference is between smart money and exit liquidity. And for smart money, it comes down to having a clear plan and trading on logic, not emotions. That's very important. And smart money invests in themselves. They're not trying to penny pinch their way to wealth. They know they need to invest in themselves. And by doing that, they find a mentor. Just like an Olympic level athlete, a world-class boxer has a coach to guide them to the top. Someone in their corner telling them what to do at critical times. Smart money finds a mentor, a coach. Again, do you want to be an amateur or do you want to be a professional? Because smart money acts like a professional. So if you want to be smart money, this is what you need to do. You need to create a plan. You need to invest in yourself and find a mentor who can help you. So here I am looking like Milton on the right side of my screen. The first cycle, my first cycle, I tried to do it all myself. I got wrecked more times than I can count. I bought in at peak tops. I made a lot of bad decisions. I got dumped on by smart money, and I listened to all the crypto influencers on Twitter. I wasted thousands of hours, and I also lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. I know that you want so badly to succeed, to make crazy money, travel the world, flex your Rolexes on Instagram, have girls falling off your shoulder wherever you go. You want to be a high value man, make yourself and your family and your friends proud. I know all of this because guess what? It was me. Everything changed when I got a mentor, when I decided to invest in myself. Like I said, I got a mentor and my gains started to explode. I would already be a multimillionaire, or maybe even at 8 figures if I would have done this earlier. And I'm not talking about a $300 course online or something like that. It's not at all what I'm talking about. Again, I've easily spent over $50,000 on mentorships, private access, paid groups, different masterminds, access to the world's best masterminds and syndicates. I've bought them. I know what's inside. And from all this, I created the 4-step strategy that even beginners can use to make millions. So let me ask you a question. What if there was a way that all this could be done for you? So you didn't have to struggle like I did, so you can take the shortcut and finally reach your full potential faster without the 5 years and 2 bull cycles and tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars it took me to learn all of this. Well, that's why I created the Millionaire Mastermind. It is by application only. And what the Millionaire Mastermind is, it's access to my private Discord where myself, seasoned crypto investors, and newbies alike are all there with one goal, one purpose, to dominate the crypto market. The goal is to turn every single person in the mastermind into a millionaire. So here's what's included inside of the Millionaire Mastermind. Well, you get 100x altcoin picks first before anyone else. I'll give you the top 10x parabolic altcoins so you'll know every single crypto I ape into as soon as I do so, as soon as I invest. Sometimes this is the difference between tens of thousands of dollars in profit, and how to find these coins for yourself as well as using my criteria, which is the Elite 8. Imagine you just took one altcoin such as Tau or Cubic. Both of them went on to do 10x. Imagine you only put $1,000 into one of those. You can see how this would be worth it, right? Next, you get 24/7 access to me, one-on-one access. So that means you'll be able to DM me anytime that you want. You can ask me any questions about any project, about your portfolio. So this way you'll get private access to me and first priority. For example, one of my members, Woody, he went ahead and he messaged me in 2022 when Voyager, BlockFi, and Celsius were all going down. He had tens of thousands of dollars on Bitcoin on those platforms. I had mentioned in my live streams to get the money off of there. He messaged me because he's in the mastermind and he said, Connor, what should I do? I told him to get off ASAP. He got it off that night. Next day, they all closed withdrawals. Saved them tens of thousands of dollars. So you can see how this would be worth it. Next, you get a personalized strategy and exit plan. Now again, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice. I simply share with you what I'm doing, all right? This is for educational purposes only. Now this is one of the most important of them all because general advice rarely works for everyone. All these gains mean nothing if you aren't able to exit with the money. It would be like saying you're going into a supermarket and you can fill your cart with everything you want, all the different groceries, all the expensive meats, but then you can't leave the store with it. What's the point? What's the point of going into a casino, winning, and then you can't leave the casino with any cash? There's 0 point. So it's very important you know your personalized strategy and exit plan. So again, you can see the value in this. So let's recap. Everything you're getting today. You get the 100x altcoin picks first before anyone else. You get 24/7 access to me. You also get a personalized strategy plan. Now, all this is a total value of $22,000. So you can see how the mastermind would easily be worth that, right? Even if you were just in the mastermind, say 6 to 8 months ago, and you bought coins like Render below $2, you bought coins like Tau at $60, you bought Echelon Prime at $3, all these went on to do 5 to 10x's. Imagine you only put $1,000 in each of these. You would have ended up with over $20,000 easily. So you can see again how this would be worth it. But wait, there's more. I have some bonuses for you. Bonus number 1, private pre-sales. So one of the easiest ways to make money in crypto is to get in pre-sales of good projects. It's very important, of good projects, and I select these. You'll get access to deal flow in the mastermind that is not available anywhere else. So you can finally be the VC that dumps on retail and walks away with an easy 100x, of course, if everything works out. For example, in the mastermind, we just invested in a private pre-sale on a new version 4 DEX on the Base network. This technology does not exist yet on Base. It will be the first of its kind. We were able to get access to this early inside of the mastermind. Just imagine you got into one of these pre-sales, for example, on Ethereum back in 2015 or Solana, like the VCs did. Imagine you got into those pre-sales. You'd be up thousands of X's right now. It's literally the easiest money you can ever make if these pre-sales do end up being a big hit. You can see how this would be worth it, right? Bonus number 2, airdrop farming while you sleep. So if you don't have a massive bankroll, then this is the easiest way to make an extra 5 to 6 figures this bull run. I'll show you which ones to farm, how to farm them on autopilot, and when to sell everything. So you'll never wake up to see all of crypto Twitter getting airdropped life-changing money from some coin or some chain you've never heard of before while you missed out on everything. I put the value here at $2,500, but this is crazy conservative. From the base airdrop alone, I'm expecting to make 6 figures, and this is being farmed fully on autopilot right now for me using automated software. It's truly game-changing. Next bonus, 100x meme coin buy calls. I'm sure that's what everybody has been waiting for. So meme coins are the new NFTs of this bull run, and just one pick can change your life forever, as you've seen with the countless examples of current mastermind members already. Even if all you did was put in a few $100s, you can easily 100x your bag and walk away with 6 figures. But with meme coins, you have to be early, and the best way to hear about them first is by being in a private mastermind like this one. Now, I put the value here at $10,000, but again, this is crazy conservative. Because what if you just put a few $100s into something like Andy on Blast? It ended up doing around a 20x. What if you put a few $100s into Kendu Inu, another meme coin call? It went 20x. If you put in $500, a 20x turns into $10,000. Okay, so from that alone, you can see how the value is justified. And realistically speaking, it's crazy conservative. Now let's go over everything you're getting today. So first, you get the 100x altcoin picks first before anyone else. Next, you get 24/7 access to me. Next, you get a personalized strategy. Next, you get private pre-sale access. Bonus number 1. Bonus number 2 is airdrop farming. Exactly what to do to get these airdrops that you hear about and you always miss out on. Bonus number 3, 100x meme coin calls. Now, the total value of all of this is $44,500. But is it actually worth all of this? I'm sure you're asking. Is it worth 44 grand, 45 grand? Well, if all the mastermind did was allow you to make one big meme coin trade and ride it up, and you make $100,000 in a week, like you've seen my members do already, 6 figures, a doctor's salary in a week's time with a meme coin, would it be worth it? Like I said, our mastermind members are already implementing the strategy and getting these kinds of results. One trade for Sandra, $100,000. Would that be worth it to you? If all the Mastermind did was show you which airdrop to farm and you get airdropped a few extra grand for basically zero work, like it did here for Ape NFT, made 8K realized profits from this one airdrop, would that be worth it? If all the Mastermind did was give you access to one solid fundamental coin that even just did a measly, say 3x, so you could triple your money, like it did for MDGen here. Like he says, his portfolio has a 3.5x overall. That's not one coin, that's his entire portfolio. Would that be worth it to you? Just imagine all it takes is one good trade to change your life forever. So again, the 100x altcoin picks, 24/7 access, personalized strategy, private pre-sales, airdrop farming, 100x meme coin calls. It's a total value of $44,500. Now, obviously, I won't charge you $45K. I won't even charge you half of that. I won't even charge you 20 grand. I won't even charge you $10,000. I should probably be charging you $10,000 for this because you get access to everything I've just listed out so far. Private access to me, my altcoin picks, pre-sales, airdrops, meme coin calls. You get access to all of that. And like I said, the value is $44,500. So everything you're getting today, the 100x altcoin picks first before anyone else, the 24/7 access to me, personalized strategy, and the bonuses, private pre-sales, airdrop farming, and 100x meme coin calls. Again, the total value is $44,500, but it's actually only $2,999, and this is for the entirety of the 2024-2025 crypto bull run. But I'm going to do something very special because Crypto Empire is going through a massive rebrand where we're upgrading everything and improving everything. I want to celebrate this. So for the first 50 people that take action, that go to the link, cryptoempiremastermind.com, hit the link below. For the first 50 people that take action, the price won't be $2,999. The price will be only $1,999. So again, go to cryptoempiremastermind.com, use the link below in the video description, and apply now. Everything that you're getting, once again, 100x altcoin picks first before anyone else, 24/7 access to me, personalized strategy, private pre-sales that I'm going into and investing in, airdrops that I'm farming, as well as the meme coins, the 100x meme coins that I'm buying and selling. You get access to all of this for the first 50 people that take action for only $1,999, and this will get you into the mastermind for the entirety of the 2024-2025 crypto bull run. But fair warning, I'm putting the price up every handful of members who join the mastermind. So you need to act now or you're going to miss out. And to remove all of your BS excuses, here's the deal, Anon. I'm giving you a 90-day money-back guarantee because I'm so confident that you will be presented with a steady flow of life-changing money-making opportunities that if there isn't at least one trade, one pre-sale, or one meme coin buy call made within 90 days of you joining to get your initial joining fee back, whether you take action on it or not, then you get a full refund of your joining investment. Simple. If there isn't at least one opportunity to get your money back, your initial investment, within 90 days, you get everything you paid back. Full refund, 100% guaranteed. Let me show you how to apply to the mastermind. So again, you can go to the link below in the description or just type in cryptoempiremastermind.com. So go ahead now and click on the link and stick with me. This is what the page looks like. Now, you can hit the apply now button and get started on the short application immediately, but I do recommend that you watch every video on the page and you read the entire website here. So watch this video, go ahead, scroll down, watch more of these videos from current mastermind members, and just go through everything on the page, because if you have any questions, they will most likely be answered somewhere on this website. So again, once you have gone through the entire page, go ahead and click the apply now button at any location on the page. Go ahead and hit apply now, and it will take you to the application form. Now be sure to fill out the entire application, answer all the questions, or your application won't be considered. This is short. It's only 10 simple questions. It's only going to take you about a minute and a half, around 90 seconds. And after you submit your application, if you are accepted, I will reach out directly on Telegram to you at CCell34 if you are accepted. This is my Telegram account. All right, be careful. Make sure that this is the account that reaches out to you. I have a special emoji next to my name. I will reach out to you from my account at CCell34 if you are accepted. So that should be all clear. Now let's go back to the presentation. So moving on. This is not for you if you don't have money to invest in yourself or invest into the markets. This is not for you if you're not a team player or active in the community. This is not for you if you have no time to invest into learning the simple strategies. And again, this is not for you if you are not a responsible adult over the age of 18 years old. And this is not for you if you're a degenerate gambler. But if you are an intelligent investor and you want to upgrade your skills, then this is for you. And again, this is not for you if you can't take accountability and responsibility for your own actions. Some wins from the mastermind. We already went through a lot, but let's go through some more together. You can see Kylo here, 6 figures in under a week. Kaleo here making 60K. Moving on, you can also see people like Bakwam making about $40,000. Now, there's a lot here. So if you want to read everything, I recommend that you pause the screen and read all of these messages because we have quite a few. Anyways, you can see Ed making $30,000. You can see the Crypto Sloth putting $500 into Rio, a solid fundamental altcoin, and coming out with over 7,000 euros. 6,600 in profit. You can see Frost Luke here making some solid 4-figure trades consistently. You can also see Harry here, 17 grand on a trade. Ed, again, making 3,500 on a different trade. 0x NXT, making 5 figures from the Andy on Blast call. And the list does go on. So you can clearly see that these systems, these strategies work from all the wins of current Mastermind members. But why should you actually join this community? Why should you become a part of the Crypto Empire Mastermind? Well, let's go through what members actually have to say about their experience being a part of the mastermind so far. You can see Henry here. Now, I recommend you go ahead and pause the video because these are long. It takes a long time to read these and get through them. I'm not going to read them all for you. If you want to read them all, pause the video. So Henry here said that he watched some of my live streams and he was looking in the member chat and he made a character judgment on myself and saw me to be highly knowledgeable and genuine, which he finds rare in the crypto space. For that reason, he decided to join the mastermind. And overall, at the bottom, he says, Connor, community and calls are 10 out of 10. The proof is in the pudding. Would definitely recommend it. Some more excerpts of what people have to say, mastermind members. Crypto Lexi says, the Crypto Empire Group has faith in Connor and his knowledge of the crypto industry. He has put in a lot of hours studying and is a true teacher. You will learn a lot. Also, Woody here says, Connor is a great teacher and mentor. He provides calls, but also the methodology and teaching behind it. It's not a magic curtain. He cares about members, and he purchased a lifetime membership years ago, actually 3 years ago now. It's no longer available lifetime. Shout out to Woody, been a longtime member of the group. Also, there's Artistry X, and he says that bang for your buck is easily the best resource available today in terms of pure technical knowledge and the ability to make it accessible and understandable. Crypto he's talking about, regardless of your prior experience, technical know-how, or your level of enthusiasm. Here's the short version of what he has to say. He says, just do it. If you're looking for the right crypto community to be involved in, look no further. You found us, the Crypto Empire Millionaire Mastermind. Also, there's Obi-Wan saying that he joined Crypto Empire in February of 2023. He says his calls are legit and he's not trying to just get in on a group of followers like so many others in the industry. Finds many gems and shares them all with the mastermind. He made his investment back many, many, many times over. He doesn't throw a million calls at you. He picks them with caution. Would definitely recommend as long as this group is open. Also, there's Melmar. Melmar says that joining Crypto Empire has honestly been the best financial decision I've ever made since introduced to the crypto market a couple of years ago. And for the first time, I feel confident that I will make it in this highly speculative crypto market. Also, we have McNaz96 saying that he's been a part of Crypto Empire since November of 2022. He was following a lot of crypto YouTube channels and the likes, And it has been a wonderful experience inside of Crypto Empire with a great leader and community. And then he goes on to say that in the end, there's plenty of money to be made and lots of information to be absorbed and learned in this Discord. It is what you make of it. If you put in the work, it will be well worth it and probably pay for itself. And as you've seen from the wins, that statement has a lot of backing to it. And then also there's Dalton. And Dalton, he says to Connor, the Crypto Empire fam and future Empire fam, thank you. You guys are family. As I don't talk trading crypto with friends and family, Connor has organically built a great support system through his dedication, commitment, and honesty. Connor has made it a point of emphasis to share his knowledge to each and every one of his members, day in and day out, regardless of circumstances, bull bear markets, holidays, COVID, recession, personal life. He is updating and educating us daily. It doesn't stop there. You get great trading calls, proposals on a watch list, low cap gem calls, airdrops, spot buys, member exclusive update videos, and you can communicate one-on-one. So you get the point. Listen, Anon, take action now or miss out. We're putting the price up every few members who join the mastermind. So if you wait too long, then the price is gradually going to increase throughout the bull run. And once we start reaching the crazy parabolic gains, I will shut down access completely to the mastermind. This is to ensure that everyone in the mastermind is following the right path and exiting with generational wealth to keep it fair for everybody. I don't want it to get too big. I like a small, close-knit community. People that are actually contributing. We want to all win together here. All right, so it will close eventually. Now you have two choices. Choice number one is you can go back to what you were doing, which is obviously not working for you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here watching this presentation until the end. You'd be on a beach living your best life, not looking online at how to make extra money so that you can go back to being exit liquidity for the smart money. That's choice number one. Choice number two, you can make a small investment in yourself. You can follow a proven system, a proven strategy, and a path, and finally be allowed to enter the inner circle and see how the crypto market actually works behind closed doors. Because it's completely different once you get access to the room and groups where all the real money is actually made. Again, you want to be at the top of that totem pole. So, again, your two choices. Choice number one, exit liquidity, the dork like Milton here. Or choice number two, smart money, the successful, rich, free version of yourself. These are your two choices, Anon. So again, just to recap everything, 100x altcoin picks before anybody else, 24/7 access to me, a personalized strategy through the DMs, private pre-sale access, airdrop farming, as well as my 100x meme coin calls. Normally, this is $45K. I should charge you minimum. You see the value here. I should charge you minimum $10,000. Normally the price is $2,999. But again, for the first 50 people that take action, the price is only $1,999. Again, you have your two choices. They're clearly in front of you right now. Keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on being the exit liquidity, the subpar version of yourself, or take a leap of faith. Go ahead and join the Crypto Empire Millionaire Mastermind. Choice number two, and become the version of yourself that you've always wanted to be, the smart money version of yourself that makes the right decisions in the market and finally goes ahead and succeeds in this wild crypto game. These are your two choices. It's up to you. Again, the first 50 people that take action, the price will only be $1,999. You can go to the link below, cryptoempiremastermind.com, and get started on the 90-second application immediately. But one last thing. Remember, this is the last cycle you will have of its kind. This is your very last chance before regulations come in and destroy everything. You think once BlackRock owns 5% of the Bitcoin supply in the world, they're going to let you speculate on your shitcoins? They're going to control the entire industry. It will not look the same anymore like it does right now in 2027, 2028. So keep that in mind. Also, don't waste the opportunity right in front of you right now. This is your last chance to make generational wealth and live the life of your dreams, reaching your highest potential and proving everyone who didn't believe in you wrong. Finally making something of your life and finally being free. So, if you're one of the few who will actually take action from this training and transform your life and turn a few $1,000s into millions, then I look forward to seeing your application. Again, go ahead and apply now. using the link in the description, or just go to cryptoempiremastermind.com. Good luck, gentlemen, and may the gains be with you. You can find access to all the free gifts that I mentioned inside of the Crypto Empire free Telegram group. All the instructions on how to get the free gifts are in the video description, but again, they're in the free Crypto Empire Telegram group. Go ahead and apply now, cryptoempiremastermind.com. I look forward to seeing your application and ideally welcoming you into the mastermind. The choice is yours. What's it going to be?